craft. Coming back from a chiropractor's appointment. Whee! That's so much fun. Also going to the salt mine. Running a little late. But, you know, here we are. So, you know, there's some weird stuff going around. And I usually brush stuff off and I don't, like, get bothered by it. But I'm pretty bothered by it. You know, I just want to say that Synth Samurai is a really good guy. He's good people. He likes to have a joke now and then, and he likes to fool around and kid around and get some laughs, and that's it. It was brought to my attention, and I'm not going to say by who, but there's a lot of stuff going on. You know, I'm just going to come out and say there's a lot of crap going on and a lot of hate, and I don't really get it. You know, a lot of secrecy behind the scenes, a lot of chirping going on again. Chirp, chirp, chirp. And I guess I'm the guy that calls this shit out, okay? I shouldn't care because we just talk about synthesizers and we just talk about music and we have fun. But boy, Espencraft really opened up a can of worms. And you know what? I went back on his channel last night and I listened to some of his music, and he's a very talented guy, man. Very talented man. You know, he's got that thing. I don't know if he does it anymore. I hadn't seen any of his new videos, but he, you know, his older videos, he said, you know, I am Espencraft and I am the 80s. And you know, that was his tagline. That's his tagline. Just like I'm Echo Craft, right? That's who I am. That's my project name, right? The thing that pisses me off about it is there's some snooty hooty dooties chirping away, saying some awful stuff to the guy, about the guy. I don't think they even know the guy. You know, it's one thing to trash somebody and make fun of them. Like, you know, I was making fun of his name, okay? I said Epsom salt or Epsom, right? I'm not going to do that anymore. That ain't fair. It's not right. You know, it was all for a laugh. Everybody laughs. Ha, 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 ha. But, you know, then, wow, Synth Mafia is not liking me today. There was some pretty crappy things that were said about the Samurai. And, you know, it's not cool, man. You know, and you know, there's a guy out there, right? We've discussed this before on the Discord and even on, you know, on the channel. His name is Dank Place. He's a real sweetheart. Now, here's the thing about him. He goes out and he trashes people, and then he tries to stir up things, right? Like he goes on to people's channels and says stuff that other people said about that channel, and he never did. He's just a real weird, that's a really weird, trolly, keyboard cowboy, scummy kind of thing to do. Like, I don't get it. I don't know why people get off on that stuff, man. So I went on his channel, I checked him out. He's actually very talented. So I called him out on it. And I said, you're so talented. Why are you being this way? What's your problem? Are you, you know, do you have a mental issue? Like, why wouldn't you want to join in and be part of the community instead of trashing the community? I don't get it, man. You know, I guess that's what trolls do. Well, anyway, you know, they feed the fire. There's a few people out there that have been feeding the fire and saying some pretty crappy things about the Samurai. And what they don't know is I've been doing this a long time, man, and I've been active on YouTube since 2014. Not as much as I have been lately, because I'm actually enjoying myself, and I actually enjoy having you guys in the chat, and welcome. I can see the names and stuff down there, but I can't read them. And, you know, I don't remember trolls like this, you know? And I guess everybody has a voice, but a lot of people want to use it in a negative way, I guess, you know? And again, we have fun. We fool around, we say things, but man, some of the stuff that was said about the samurai, about Espen Kraft, about me, about other people, I sat there and went, wow, man, like, that's disgusting. And you don't even know the person, you know, and there's another little bird that was chirping away, and, you know, he was direct messaging Samurai, and he said some pretty horrible things, and pretty stupid things, because he doesn't know Samurai. He doesn't know his background. He doesn't know where he comes from and what he's done and what he's accomplished. And, you know, if this sounds like I'm kissing, you know, Samurai's ass, I'm not. I'm just being honest. He's a friend of mine. Him and I, you know, we're partners in a lot of this, and I'm honored. I'm honored to have a friend like that wants to, that's enthusiastic and that wants to have fun, and you know, and is into synthesizers as much as me, and you know, but a lot of people, you know, get butthurt, like, oh, how come you don't have me on the show? Listen. I didn't whine. I just asked him. I just said, "Hey, man, you want to do a podcast together? Want to try it?" That's all. You know, you don't have to sit there and whine about it, and you don't have to sit there and question his integrity. You know, questioning somebody's integrity and you don't really know who they are. That's bad mojo, man. You know, it's dark art stuff. It's downright disturbing when you think about it, because you're basically, I don't know, hating on somebody. Why? You know, and then you don't stick up for them when somebody else says something bad about them. That's dirty, man. That's being a bitch as far as I'm concerned. You know, and I don't know. If the clowns in the clown show are watching this right now that did that stuff, they're just a bunch of bitches. That's all I gotta say. Because, you know, you'd probably fall down and cry if you met any of us face to face. And that's not a threat, because you couldn't handle, you know, as Jack Nicholson said, you can't handle the truth. Seriously, man. You know, I deal with keyboard cowboys all day long where I work. You know, and when it comes to, you know, when the rubber hits the pavement, or the rubber hits the road, they go silent real fast. You know? And it's pathetic and stupid. And I don't know. You know, somebody says, well, you know, Echo Craft, you're just butthurt. No, I'm not. I'm annoyed. There's a difference. I'm annoyed that the Samurai created a community. Nobody did what he's done. I've been in this business for a long time, and nobody's done what he's done. Nobody. He put together the Kumite, and all of a sudden we got people from all over the world sending in music and becoming like a community, a fellowship, friends, same interests, same enthusiasm, right? But then you got these little birds that are like, well, it's not good enough. I'm going to talk about you behind your back. What, man? You know, it's like, I'm sorry I'm ranting and I'm sorry I'm bitching, but this is ridiculous. And after this broadcast, I'm not going to do this anymore. I'm going to let the birds chirp. I'm going to let the whirling dervishes whirl, because that's all they are. They're little birds chirping. They're jealous little birdies. They need to get a goddamn life. And, you know, I'm just going to talk about synthesizers. Samurai and I talked about that. We chatted about it. Just going to talk about synthesizers. We're going to talk about music. We're not going to go after the person or people that drop the hand grenades in each camp. And as far as I'm concerned, I'm going to make this an announcement today. And I know I'm nothing special. I don't have a big following, right? But I like doing this stuff. I like the camaraderie. I like synthesizers, right? I'm gonna say officially today that certain places that I follow, I'm unfollowing and I'm hiding them from my channel from here on in. The only people that we should be following is each other. We need to unite and stay strong and just enjoy each other for what we do. You know, the Kumite is coming up again. There's some people that aren't gonna be in there because of the chirping. Okay? And it's not my Kumite, but that's what I was told. That's what Samurai told me. You know? And I'm not going to deal with it anymore. I'm not going to subscribe to those channels of people that are negative or that don't stick up for other people or act like idiots and morons about what people said. He said this and he said clickbait. Dude, seriously? I'm done. I'm done staying in touch with people, number one, who don't follow you. You end up following them. They don't follow you, right? You know, the big dogs, the synth mafia, as we call them. You know, that used to be a joke. I'm starting to believe that it's a real thing, man. You know, they don't follow you back. And I just sit there and I go, well, why am I following these guys? They don't pay me any mind. Why am I commenting on this channel? They don't comment back, or I might get a like, right? I try to answer everybody's comments. You know, last night I went through probably 35 comments, just sitting there, reading everything and commenting and liking, you know, and you know, that's what you do. You know, if I ever get, 40 million followers or whatever, right? I doubt that'll happen, but... And somebody keeps commenting and stuff, I'm going to continue to do the same. Okay? So, I'm just aggravated, I'm annoyed, and I'm done. I'm done with people saying who they are and, and wanting you to follow them and asking you for money, right? I love that one, right? Asking you for money and then they spew a bunch of crap. Or they sit around like a bunch of old farts, farting and sniffing their own juice. Pardon the expression. Not into it. Disgusting. And y'all know who I'm talking about. I was following those dudes. Some of this stuff was good. But I gotta tell you, the other day, there was so much silence on the channel. I'm like, what do these guys do? They just stare at each other? Samurai and I tried to create a community where everybody talks and everybody has fun on the Synth Fighter show. Like, we laugh, we watch videos, we talk about gear. What are those guys doing? They mention gear every once in a while and then it's like a shit fest, Big circle jerk. No, done. Gonna turn around and there's a song for you. This is called Stop the Hate. I wrote this years ago. Anyway, I'm at the salt mine. Gotta make some money. Gotta get that Juno. I love you guys. I really mean that. And, I'm not going to apologize for anything I said, because I don't have to. But I will say this. I'm so sorry that certain birds that chirp, you know, feel that way and did what they did, and they're disgusting. And, you know, kings used to banish people from kingdoms. I'm my own island, man. I banish people from my kingdom. Anyway, you guys rule. Love you all. Sorry for the rant. I'm done. Synthesizers rule. Behringer Bros rule. Synth Renegades rule. Here in this country, we say, God bless America. God bless you all. And stay frosty. Stay creative. Peace, guys.